You're listening to episode 18 of the Bookcast for Dwell, an Advent study in liturgy. This bookcast has been designed to give you another way to engage with the content of the study. Hi, my name is Rachel Fehrenbach. I'm the author of Dwell and your host for these episodes. Today we're going to continue in week 2 with day 2, and we're dwelling some more on scripture, also in the book of Psalms. So at this time, I'm going to ask you to pause the bookcast and read Psalm 105. You can do so by grabbing a Bible or going to BibleGateway.com. Okay, now that you've read Psalm 105, I want you to reread the passage again, but I want you to do so with the following in mind. Now, while this psalm itself does not specify an author, it begins similarly to 1 Chronicles 16, 8 through 22. Which is part of a psalm David delivered when the Ark of the Covenant arrived in Jerusalem. Given this connection, some scholars believe David could have been the author of at least part of the psalm, or that the psalm was influenced by David's song. As you read, I want you to consider the poetic nature of this passage of Scripture. If you're able, read it out loud, paying attention to the punctuation and line breaks. Consider how the first and last stanza bookend the middle section of this poem, with a command to sing praise to him and to tell of his wondrous works. Consider how the first and last stanza mirror each other. As you read, pay attention to the retelling of Israel's history. What do you notice? Consider the cyclical nature within the retelling. First, there is difficulty, then God delivers the Israelites from that difficulty. Consider how the middle section serves as the rationale for the command to praise. What is the argument for praise being made here? As you read the poem, make a note of all the attributes of God mentioned. And as you read the poem, make a note of all the ways in which God provided for Israel. Thank you for joining me today as we dwelled on Scripture. Join me tomorrow as we continue to dwell with God this Advent season.